we will be performing supine hip flexion passive range liftoffs. So you've progressed from your pails and rails to passive range holds, and now we are in the passive range liftoffs, which is a little bit further along the line in terms of complexity, because now we're not only holding at the end range, but now we're trying to contract into that end range. So just like the other passive range liftoffs that you may have done, we're gonna find the passive end range. We'll come out of it just a little bit, give us some room to contract into, and then we will work on contracting, trying to pull the knee into as much flexion, that would be hip flexion, as I possibly can. So it's gonna be the same setup as you would do from the supine passive range holds, and very similar to what you may have done standing from passive range liftoff. Laying on your back just allows you to kind of take gravity out of the equation, so you can just really focus on creating as much tension in that hip flexor as you possibly can. So I'm just gonna lay on your back. I'm gonna have my opposite leg, so my down leg straight, back flat on the floor, make sure I'm not arching too much through that lumbar spine. I'm gonna find my passive end range. I'm gonna come up as high as I can. I'm gonna come out just a little bit, give myself some room to contract into. I will take a big breath in, full body contraction, right? Set the tension, hands will stay here, and now I will just try to actively contract, pull my knee away from my hands, into my active end range, hold for the designated period of time, set right back down. I will then pull again, so reset the tension, contract, pull up, set right back down. The amount of time that you will hold each rep, along with the amount of reps that you will do, will be dependent on your needs, your goals, your abilities, along with the program that you're following. But then again, remember that this is only one zone of hip flexion. We can flex here, we can flex out here, we can flex out here. So you may be doing all your reps today in this zone, maybe next session in the next zone. You may do one set here, one set out here, really dependent on what you need, what your body needs, along with what the pails and rails and the passive range holds that you did. So again, if I'm from this position, if I'm doing my passive range holds and pails and rails from out here, for today, I'll most likely want to do my passive range liftoffs from that position as well. So it'd be the same thing, laying on my back as far out as I can possibly be, find my passive end range, come out of it just a little bit, keep the hand there, full body contraction, squeeze, send that contraction out to that hip flexor, and then I will just work on lifting, set right back down. Lift off, set right back down. Again, the amount of time that you hold each rep, along with the amount of reps that you will do, be dependent on what you need and the program that you're following. But those are supine, hip flexion, passive range liftoffs.